What's going on, guys? My name is RagingRaptor and now welcome you to a new video. And in today's video I want to do something different. First and foremost, you probably saw in the title already that we are going to have a look at a damage game with very much damage in the RHM Borsig waffenträger. And it's by the player called Mangokillah. Luckily for me, I know this idiot. Say hello to my little friend.
Hey guys.
Yeah, that's Mangokillah. He is a very good friend of mine, and well, right now he plays more World of Warships than World of Tanks, but he just recently brought the RHM Borsig waffenträger, and well, he has right now the highest damage game on tier 8 for this year. So now, let's just jump right into the game and let's hear as well what Mangokillah has to tell you, what went through his head. So, we are on the map Fisherman's Bay. Mango is actually very lucky, as he is in a tier 8 only game, which obviously helps a lot in a tank destroyer which doesn't really have that much pen when you choose to play this gun. However, now let's hear from Mango, why exactly do you go into such an aggressive position?
Well, basically I like to play on aggressive positions where I can dominate on the map, and I can dominate the team. Especially this position is really good because you have like good first shots, like you can shoot the heavies if you're lucky enough. But unfortunately I'm not able to do this in the beginning. The main factor about this position is that you can be outplayed by an EBR. Yeah, good job EBR.
Well, that was a lucky little shot there, but interesting enough, just to point out, he didn't got spotted there, most likely because the EBR would have been the only one spotting him. And in a game there's a mechanic where if you kill the guy which would spot you, you don't get spotted. Go figure, because he died while trying to spot you. But yeah, I totally agree with the position Mangokillah took here. The middle position is probably one of the strongest or best positions in this map. But yeah, you wanted to say something?
Well, also, like, I'm really lucky because the Lorraine is not playing aggressive, because otherwise, where I'm standing now, I can get spotted. Yeah, this EME1 don't spot me because double bush, but hey.
You'll take it. It's 703 free damage.
Definitely. Like, you see, the Lorraine is peeking twice to spot me, but whenever I fired, I went behind this house, so I can't get spotted there anymore, and so I'm safe.
Talking about now your tank in general, how comes that you only have not full view range? Why do you not play with binos? Because I hear a lot of players there saying, yeah, why not play binos?
Well, basically, I play every tier 8 TD with optics, or like nearly every tank I play with optics, except like the Schutzwagens, because I like to have this mobility and also the view range, because I don't need to stay still for like 3 seconds until my binos gets activated. The problem is I don't have a good crew on it, like I don't have BAs 100%, so yeah, like, so I'm playing with a stock crew. But my
understandable, but it works out so far. You were able to shoot at a VKP without getting spotted yourself. I think it most likely would have been because the VKP didn't had a good spotting crew. Unlucky for the Lorraine, simply none of his few ports or spot points were able to see your spot points, so you could just shoot him for free, which is great, and you're already at 3k damage, which is actually amazing if you think about it. 3k is roughly the average for a really good game for a tier 8 TD.
Well, normally your Unicum, like, you have 3000 W8 if you have like 2200 damage, so yeah, I'm already above it.
Well, this game, the in-game W8 counter I have says it's 2976 right now, so you're pretty close to the 3k.
Yeah. Well, now you see I tried to make some shots on like the other side, so this is why this position is so strong, because you can shoot the entire map, nearly the entire map.
However, as strong as this position is right now in this specific game, I really want to point out that as soon as there are still more light tanks left, more medium tanks left, or even artillery, it's very risky. Because, for example, artillery stands in A1, A2, you're done, because they can shoot you behind the tree. The house, excuse me. And, well, there was a blind shot. Did it hit?
Yes, it
did.
It
And this is also something, at the moment, you couldn't shoot at anything else, so you just went for the blind shot. And most likely he didn't move anyway, so it was a pretty easy one.
But if you look at the post-game stats, he did 0 damage this game, this T-44, so yeah, he wasn't the best player. But yeah, you're right, like, when you have enemy arty on this map, and also better light players, then you can't play this position, because you'll always be spotted. But like, in this kind of matchpicking, you can do it.
I do want to point out, even though you just said good scout players, I should probably mention the enemy scout isn't bad stats-wise, and you can see it. He focused more on the right-hand side, which is understandable. I personally would have done exactly the same thing in the LHM TV, because the right side, especially the E2 bush or E2 bushes, are great for passive scouting the enemy mediums, TDs, which are camping back. So it was just very unlucky for the enemy team that the other two light tanks, especially the EBR, already died so early, and no mediums contested the middle position. Because again, the middle position is very, very important. As you can see, Mango right now, because, well, you're basically not getting contested. You can do whatever you want. Yeah. You can even try to do another blind shot, which this time didn't connect to the T-44.
Unfortunately.
But yeah,
yeah, like, you're right. Like, normally the LHM TV would be also in the middle, but I think he then went to the middle because he thought, well, the EBR is going to the middle, so I can take the other bush. Because normally if you're playing in a platoon, you try to support each other. But he didn't do this to his Lorraine platoon mate.
Again, I understand it, because it's much more important for him to go to the 1-2 line. He just now got spotted at G2. It's much more convenient for him when he has several TDs back. So yeah, I totally get that, especially because sometimes when we play platoon, I also try to, depending what tank type I'm driving, to not go to the position you are, because we tend to steal each other's damage, because we're both not bad players. We know what we are doing, usually, and we know how to rage.
And normally we both have like tanks where we have like maximum view range, so yeah, we steal our spotting damage. But what the LHM TV is doing right now is like, he's playing really smart, because he's pushing aggressively. Our team is now losing the side, if you look closely. Like, we lost the Udas, the Scooter will also die soon. And yeah.
But now he spotted you, and he was like, nope, I'm not going to take the risk to get a 490 or even a 750 shot, and now he's trying to go for you. He knows he has the advantage in mobility, even though you have a turret. Even though.
Well, he did a smart move, because he tried to catch me in the open. Yeah, like, now the lucky shot in the Scorpion G sometimes happens.
Yeah.
I was really lucky that TS5 didn't hit me. No, the LHM TV tries to kill me, but, well, he gave me two shots, but that's it.
I don't think he went to kill you. He just wanted to get the maximum out of his peak towards you. But because you can see, he knew. Like, this is what I mean. He's a good player. He knows what your reload time is. By the way, great auto aim there.
Yeah.
Really helped you miss that shot.
Well, I thought he would turn around the house, like on the right side, so yeah, Linda would have like a straight shot.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, well, he went left, so he rammed the house. But yeah.
And this shot right there, well, I have to say I would have done the same thing. It's really hard to predict where the enemy is coming, especially when they are behind a small ridge or even some cover which hides this small ridge, hence why he missed that shot. But now you're down to heats and 8Gs right now, so I have to say kudos to you to just shoot AP rounds so far. Interesting enough, what I want to point out, and this is probably why you also choose the 15cm gun, it's ridiculous what premium round pen it has. It's 334. It's the same what the E100 has on tier 10. So
well,
yeah.
It's basically an E100, just on tier 8. And, well, if you look at what's like, the gun is so good at tier 8 is, like, you have 224 penetration with AP, which is quite good. Like, it's every
215, not 224, excuse me. Just
are you sure?
Point that out. Yeah, I am sure. I can just see it right now in the replay.
Well, still like better than most of the tier 8 medium tanks, so it's quite good. So you don't need to shoot that much heat. Well, I have mostly heat loaded because, yeah, obviously reasons, because tier 10 matchmaking.
Yeah. Understandable. I can totally agree, especially since lately as I was playing the E100, I understand that a healthy dose of heat is needed for tier 10 games. And when you only have 250mm of penetration, it's even more needed, especially as you are a TD, which tends to drive from the back or snipe from the back.
Yeah, and normally you see the enemies only with the front, like the TS5 now. Like, if I would load it AP, I would not pen the shot. But with heat, it's no problem, because 334 penetration, well, I can penetrate over there.
the lower plate is a basically easy shot. I'd say, however, the upper front plate or the superstructure might be a little bit harder because of all the angles or the curves. But lower plate is super easy with the 334 heat. Yes, you're a heat noob, you're a gold noob because you don't have APs left.
Well, I fired only 3 rounds on this game with heat. Well, this was lucky.
The RHM TV, yeah, I mentioned it in the German version of this video. I was like thinking, I'm pretty sure he didn't expect Mango to spot him. That's what I was thinking, because he didn't react quick enough. Like, as soon as the Sixth Sense went off, he moved, but it was already too late because he was too slow. In such situations, when you are the scout tank and you spot somebody 70 meters in front of you or beside you and you're in a bush, still think about you most likely getting spotted. That's something very, very important. A good scout player knows positions. A very good scout player knows when he's spotted before Sixth Sense goes off.
But I was definitely spotted because, you know, like I was in the open. But
exactly, you were in open field.
But I don't understand still why he was in this bush exactly. Like, he's a good player, and he's going to this bush, which is useless because he knew I'm still in the middle, like somewhere like there. And the other mediums are like next to their base. So yeah. Maybe
it's really weird. Yeah, I think so. And now this base capture game. I do have to say, unlucky for you for not having binos. Obviously, this position would have been very suitable for binos right now. Just in this specific certain situation, binos would have been better. Luckily for you, you still have the Centurion 1, which is most likely going to spot for you. I do like, however, that you went for the HE, and please notice the base capture thing. For some reason, he got 88 decap points. He killed the Prosciutto, which is totally legit and so on, but he fully reset the capture, even though 2 people were inside. Later, we found out that this 416 over there was full HP and he splashed him.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't matter anyway when the heat round just straight up smacks him into the face for a full HP blow up. As far as I know, there's just like a 27 or 23% chance that something like this actually happens. If your caliber is big enough, like the module damage is big enough, it will completely destroy the Amarak, but you have a 23% chance, if I'm not mistaken, to do that. But yeah, kudos to you. You got lucky.
Yeah, but I think in the end it wasn't like that. Not a kind of big game changer, because the Centurion would otherwise finish this tank.
Exactly, this is also what I mean. Even though this was incredibly lucky for you to get a full HP blow up, basically, it doesn't matter because the Centurion 1 was in a hold down position, and in a hold down position he's just superior to the 416. So yeah, he would have the Centurion would have either killed the 416 or just kept him spotted for Mangokillah to just snipe him.
Yeah.
However, now just wanted to point out before you forget it, please note that he stopped using heat rounds. He's now once again back to AP rounds, which is totally logical because
HE.
What are the 2? Yeah, excuse me, HE rounds. Yeah. What are the 2 enemies left?
Well, it's a Scorpion and a Rheinmetall. And
yeah, paper DDs. You can pen them for HE.
Well, what I realize now, like, there's still 3,000 HP left, so I could go for 10,000 damage, but unfortunately I wasn't able to do this. But yeah, like now my intention was, okay, wait, the Lanzen will go the 4 line or the B line, so you can go there and spot. And I thought the RHM Borsig would be still like at E1, but he's not there. He's there, camping there with Spinos and Camonet, I guess.
I have to say, I'm very confused. Like, if the RHM wouldn't have camped there, they could have easily won this. Even though you were ahead in HP, camping TDs are incredibly strong. And, well, lucky to you, you got a 995, 925 penetration hit.
Yeah.
Awesome, I'd say.
Well, yeah, they could easily won this if they would have been, camped smarter. Like, if the Scorpion G would be like at H1, then they would have like a crossfire, so I would have been dead, like a killed, and the Lanzen would be also dead, and then they would have won, but they didn't do this.
You were a 2-shot for them, like one shot each of them, and you were dead.
I think the Rheinmetall also had the big gun, so it would be a 1-shot as well.
I actually don't know that. Let me, what was the HP at the end? I think it was around 600 or 700, maybe? Not sure. Anyway, to the post-game stats, well, you hit the blind shot on the T44, as we already mentioned, 9,352 damage. That's a pretty big number. As already said, apparently it is the highest damage game for every single tier 8 tank in 2019, which is remarkable, which is definitely remarkable. Well, obviously, for the people which uploaded it to what replays, but I'd say that everybody which got around 8k damage will usually upload their games when they're in a tier 8 tank. Yeah.
But it's also fun how the base XP works, because if you look at it, I have like only 1,852 base XP, which is actually really low if you look at that. I have like 7 kills and that kind of damage.
Yeah, it's very low. Even though, yes, you did 4,000 damage from sniping, still, it's rather low. You also did some spotting and you got 100 defense points. So, again, yeah, it's very low. I would have expected around 2,200 for it.
Yeah, me too.
However, it is a tier 8 only game. But imagine this being in a tier 357 tier 6 matchmaking. Probably you wouldn't have gotten that much damage because there wasn't enough HP around.
Yeah.
But it would be much lower because that's how base XP works.
Yeah.
However, you got a pretty decent chunk of additional XP, I guess, from the daily bonus for premium account and 4 times XP from whatever, from events or something.
Well, I got obviously the daily win. And I think I didn't have like any boosters, so just like premium account and the daily win. But then I pressed this button for the premium account, so this times 3. So in the end, I had like 19,000 XP.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Plus, you got a hefty chunk of free experience. Anyway, well, you get the Defender medal, obviously the High Caliber award, and the Top Gun medal. Sadly, you didn't got the blind shot kill on the T44 for your 8th kill and your 9,700 damage. It was pretty close. You were just 1 shot off 10k.
Yeah.
You also said that you did almost as much damage as your entire team combined, and your entire team combined did 9,700. So it was a 50-50. If you would have killed the T44, you would have been up top.
Yeah. But yeah, sometimes. Never lucky, you know?
You can't never lucky, yeah, with 9.3k damage. Anyway, I'd say that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to see more things like this, again, I'm very lucky that I know Mangokillah very well, and he decided to take his time to just sit with me and talk about this replay. Maybe if you like it like this, we might do it more in the future, because the one thing which I personally notice is, even though I'm pretty knowledgeable about World of Tanks, I still don't see everything a player does in a replay. So I usually tend to cast my own replays. But here we got lucky enough that Mangokillah is a friend of mine. He did the game and he could tell you what was going through his head and what was his idea for doing those plays. So yeah. If you want to see more like this, thumbs it up. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you didn't like it and want to give me some feedback, feel free to write it down in the comment section below and thumbs it down. My name is RagingRaptor. His name is
Mangokillah.
Fucking cringe, man. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.
Bye.